Section 7.4 worked examples. In Section 7.4, you're converting from one measurement system to another. So our first example, we're going to convert from inches to centimeters. And they've given me some length conversions here, and I notice that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So I need to determine what unit fraction I'm going to use in order to end up with an answer in centimeters. So if I use the unit fraction this way, 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch, when I set my problem up down here where I multiply the number I want to convert by that unit fraction, I notice that my units of inches from the numerator and denominator are going to cancel, and so my answer is going to end up in centimeters, which is what I want. All right, so let's go ahead and multiply. So I'm going to take 15 inches and I'm going to multiply by 2.54, and I get 38.1 centimeters. 38.1. So I know that 15 inches is equivalent to approximately 38.1 centimeters. This time I want to go from grams to ounces. So I look on the conversions they've given me over here, and I see that 1 ounce is equal to 28 grams. So again, I need to think about what I want my answer to be in, and I want it to be in ounces. So in my unit fraction, I want to have the ounces in the numerator and the grams in the denominator. And so this is the way I'm going to set up my unit fraction. And I'm going to take the amount I want to convert, the 188, and I notice again in my numerator and denominator, the grams are going to cancel out, and I'm going to end up with an answer in ounces, which is what I wanted. And if I get my calculator up again in order to get the answer here, oops, that's not the calculator. Right next to it, there we go. I'm going to take 188 and I'm going to divide by 28, and I get about 6.71. So 6.71. Oh, let's try that again. Oh boy, pen's not cooperating today. 6.7. Oh boy, we are having some trouble with our pen today. Try one more time to get this going. There we go. Let's try once more. So it should be 6.7. Yeesh. One more time. Why it's so difficult down here today. 6.71. There we go. 6.71 ounces. All right, let's try another one. Okay, Mrs. Smith wants to buy flooring for her great room. The dimensions of the great room are 12 yards by 9 yards, and the flooring is sold in square meters. So the first thing she needs to do is figure out the area of her room in yards, because that's how she has the dimensions right now. So 12 yards times 9 yards. So let's figure out the square yards. So 12 times, times 9. Let's try that again. 12 times 9 is going to give me 108. So the area of her room in square yards is 108. But the carpeting is sold in square meters. So I look at my table up here and I see 1 square yard is equal to 0.8 square meters. So again, thinking about how I want my answer, I want my answer in square meters, so my unit fraction is going to be set up with the meters squared units in the numerator. So this is the unit fraction I'm going to use, and I went ahead and I put that into my equation here. So I'm going to take the area that we have, the 108 square yards, multiply it by that unit fraction, and again, notice the square yards are going to cancel, and I'm going to end up with an answer in square meters, which is what I want. So I'm going to take 108 and I'm going to multiply by 0.8, and I get 86.4. So she needs to order 86.4 square meters of flooring material. All right, and then let's do a drug problem. So the recommended dosage of a drug for pediatric patients is 200 milligrams per kilogram of a patient's body weight. Drugs are commonly done this way too, and then the person is weighed in pounds. And what we need to do is we need to convert John's weight from pounds to kilos first, and they've given me a conversion here. 1 pound is equal to 0.45 kilos. So again, I want to set my unit fraction up so that the kilo units are in the numerator. So I'm going to put 0.45 kilos in the numerator and 1 pound in the denominator for my unit fraction. So I go ahead and set up my problem down here. So John's weight of 80 pounds. And again, notice numerator and denominator, the units of pounds are going to cancel. And I'm going to take John's weight of 80 and I'm going to multiply it by 0.45. to get John's weight in kilos. So John's weight in kilos is 36 kilos. All right, so now the dosage is 200 milligrams per kilo. So you could just multiply it because that makes sense. Probably people can figure that out. But if you want to do the same process we're using, the unit fraction we're going to do is 200 milligrams per kilogram. And again, setting up my equation the same way, I notice that the kilograms are going to cancel. And then I'm going to multiply the 36 kilos times the dosage of 200 per kilo. And so John is going to be dosed with 7,200 milligrams of whatever that drug was.